line on the right side. In the corner, the SpaceX. SpaceX top of the key. They reverse it to Hahn. He's looking inside. Good tough man by the Poultney Blue Devils here to start with. Left side again, Hahn. Shut off. Skips it across the court to Loomis. Loomis gives it up back to Hahn. Good tough man here. Loomis on top of the key. Reverses it to SpaceX. Inside. Shot short. Rebound Loomis. He's trapped on the side. Up and in. First hoop of the game, Loomis, and at the 7:15 mark, the Devils are down by 2-0. Long pass, Catman down to Ainsworth, drives the baseline, kicks it off the Saltus. He can't handle it, is out of bounds off of Mill River. Poultney will put it in on the left side of their hoop. Ainsworth triggers into Saltus. Little pop from the side, off the glass, no good. Rebound, sure thing. Hahn up the left. Loomis with a short jumper. He's got it. And the Minutemen out quickly here. 4-0 over the Devils. Man-to-man, Catman down the right side. Driving all the way in the lane. Scoop is up off the rim. No good. Debatis no good. Saltus up, and he's fouled. Let's see if they call it before the shot. Foul is on number 44, Loomis. His team's first. And it's going to be a two-shot foul. Skip Pratico says it's in the act of shooting. And Scott Saltus, the young sophomore, stepping in here tonight in the starter's role. Stepping to the line with a chance to put the Devils on the board here. They trail early, 4-0. Saltus saw quite a bit of action last year at the tournament time for the Devils. Nice job. Steps up and calmly drops in the first one, and we got a 4-1 ball game. The referees tonight are Steve Pratico and Sam Flickard. Second shot by Saltus is up and in. The Devils are on the board. We got a 4-2 game. Man-to-man up the right side. SpaceX down low to Loomis, and we've got a foul on Tabanis pushing as Peterson came across the lane. He beat Dan to the spot, and Dan is called for a push. Blue Devils going into a 3-2 zone off the out-of-bounds. Hahn triggers it in right in front of us here. On the right side, it comes to Loomis. Loomis dribbling against Wally Ainsworth. Out front to Hahn. Hahn is calling out a play. They go to a 1-4 set to the left. It goes to SpaceX. His jumper, no good. Rebound, Ainsworth looking deep. Michelle breaking down the left side. Around Hahn, kicks it over, reverses to Catman. Three-pointer from the right is short. And rebound by Mr. Loomis for the Minutemen. SpaceX quickly up the floor. Center reverses on Catman. Now slows down, penetrates to the right. Kicks it off to Loomis. He's looking. Reverses it back out front to Peterson. Peterson to Hahn. Back down low. We come to Sure Thing. His short jumper's good. Excellent execution that time. A nice flex run by the Minutemen, and they jump out early here, 6-2. Man-to-man, it looks like they're going to double team against Ainsworth, and he loses it, but Catman comes up with it, and Hahn is inside to steal the ball, picks up a foul. His team's first, so it's a 5:39 mark. Poultney will inbound in front of the Mill River bench, trailing 6-2. Inbounds pass to Catman on the right side. Beautiful look inside Ainsworth for a layup. 6-4. Excellent execution that time off the out-of-bounds play. Catman with a nice pass inside, and Ainsworth passes in with a layup. Hahn up the center of the floor. Kicks it in to Peterson. Peterson drives. Short jump from the key. No good. Debatis kicks it off Catman up the left side. The Devils walk it up. Catman penetrates to the top of the key. Kicks it off to Michelle. Michelle looks back to Ainsworth. Ainsworth gives it up to Debatis. One dribble in the paint and a driving jump hook by Kevin Debatis. And the Devils have come back with their own run here to tie it up at 6-6 at the 4:57 mark. Jumper from the side, nothing but air for SpaceX. Loose ball, Catman with the steal. He's got a breakaway, laying it up and in. Devils have their first lead of the evening, 8-6. Good defense that time by Chris Catman. Poultney sets up on the man-to-man. Hahn up to the left side. Kicks it over to Loomis. Loomis reverses it back to Peterson. Hahn Out to Spacek. Spacek gives up his dribble. Reverses it to Hahn. Hahn looking inside. Loomis penetrating in the paint. Short jumper up and in. Nice move. His fourth, and we've got a tie ball game at 8-8 at the 4:13 mark. Minutemen in a little triangular diamond press. Sabonis. Nice reverse Michelle from the right. Short jumper. He's got it. Dana Michelle. Very quick pace here. The Devils out in front, 10-8. Spacek walking the ball up now. Gives it off to Hahn, and Hahn brings it up the right. Kicks it into Peterson. Down low, Loomis. Gives it back to Peterson. Steal by Sabonis. And Saltis picks it up. And Dana Michelle brings it up. Quickly kicks it up the left side. Chapman with the dribble looking. Mill River to man-to-man. Left side, Michelle. Michelle with the dribble back to Ainsworth. Inside Saltis, and the youngster can't hang on to it. And we have played 3 minutes and 28 seconds here. With 3 minutes and 28 seconds left to go, in the first quarter. That's our first turnover. Poultney in a 1-3-1 look this time down. Hahn with the ball. Reverses it back to Spacek. Spacek dribbles, kicks it back to Hahn. They're reversing the ball well to beat this trap. Loomis, Spacek with the three, and he's got it. Three-pointer for Loomis, and the Mill River Minutemen jump back out into the lead here, 11-10 at the 2:58 mark. Michelle in the right, double team by the Minutemen. Chapman back at the top of the key, looking to Sabonis inside. Dan, one dribble, nice kiss to Saltis, up and in. Excellent penetration that time by Kevin Sabonis, and he gave it up to Scott Saltis, and he laid it in. The Devils back up by one here, 12-11. 2:35 left in the first quarter. Sure thing, inside to Peterson, no good. Rebound Chapman, down the floor, one-on-one goes Chris, short jumper, he's got it. And right now, Poultney is controlling the tempo, pushing the ball up, and that's the biggest lead, 3 points. Spacek out to Hahn, top of the key, back to Spacek. Penetration, shut off by Michelle. Good defense, reverses. And we have a foul inside on Saltis as Loomis attempted the three-point shot, which was off, so it should be Mill River ball right directly in front of us here. Hahn will trigger it in. Two subs coming in for the Minutemen. Number 32, Richards, and number 42, Neiman. Neiman in the corner. Kicks it back out to Spacek. Reverses Hahn. Hahn dribbling in the corner. Nemeth. His shot is up. No good. Rebound. Ainsworth. Up to Cabin. Quickly up the right side. Chris right to the hoop. Pisses it off from Michelle. Michelle can't handle it, and it's out of bounds off of Mill River. So Poultney will retain possession. Wally Ainsworth should see it in on the right side of the basket for Michelle. Up top, Chapman. Chapman looks back to Ainsworth. Wally with a jumper from the right. Short. Rebound. Saltis, and I believe, yes, they're going to get Scott for pushing off inside. That's his second. That could become a factor now. Dave Chapman is definitely, he's going to go to bench. And number 44, Pat Barnett, comes in. Going to check the first break. Hahn up the right side. Chapman guarding closely. Kicks it off to Nemeth. Nemeth looking to Loomis. Loomis up high. Still dribbling. Tight D by Michelle. He's lost his dribble. Almost loses the ball, but Spacek recovers the center of the floor. Back to Nemeth. Back to Loomis. Trying to get the ball down inside to Sure Thing. Nemeth still holds. Drives by Michelle. The baseline. Kicks it out. Loomis. Out to Hahn. Hahn gears it up for three. No good. Rebound Saltis. Out to Michelle. Down the right side. Quick pulls up outside the 10-second line. Drives into the paint all the way. Michelle intercepted and picked off by Spacek. He comes all the way. Short jumper. Good. Spacek with his first two, and we got a 14-13 Poultney lead with a half a minute. Let's see if the Devils hold for one. Stepanis from the foul line, reverses it to Ainsworth. Ainsworth dribbles across the top, out to Catman. Catman looks in the corner to Michelle. He holds, dribbles once, passes it back to Catman, inside Stepanis. Ainsworth fakes the three, down low, Saltis. Let's see, we have a foul called, I believe, yes, on me, that's pushing. And here comes Pat Barnett into the ball game, and Scott Saltis checks out. The Devils will definitely work for one shot here with 15 seconds left to go and a 1-point lead. Stepanis, one dribble off to Ainsworth. He's out of bounds. Second turnover in the quarter for the Devils. So the Minutemen now will get a chance to take the lead here with 11 seconds left to go. Sorsing and Nemeth reverses the ball to Loomis up to Spacek. Underneath, all alone. No good. Rebound, Stepanis. And the Devils get a shot off a half-court bomb by Dana Michelle is no good. And at the end of the first quarter here, the Poultney Blue Devils clinging to a 1-point lead. And we'll now take this 30-second timeout from high school basketball here in the Lake region. The floor and attack. The Devils have got a couple of runouts and easy hoops. They were down early, 6-0. So as we start the second quarter, Wally Ainsworth will trigger it in from the midcourt line. Out to Chris Catman, and we're underway here, starting the second quarter. Catman, the head of the key, double team, gives it up to Michelle in the corner. Michelle drives baseline, and he's called for traveling. Third turnover for the Devils. Dana Michelle turns it over on a travel. Nemeth to tee it in, and Spacek dribbles the ball up the center. Hahn dribbles it up the center of the floor for the Minutemen, closely guarded by Catman. Miller has gone to a 1-4 set. Down low in the corner, Nemeth. Inside Richards, and he loses the ball out of bounds. Chris Catman walks it up here at the 7:35 mark, and the Devils cling to a 1-point lead. Michelle out front dribbles off to Ainsworth. Wally looking to the top of the key, back to Michelle. Michelle one dribble, back to Chris Catman. Barnett underneath, nice looking. Michelle for the short jumper, he's got it. Pat Barnett comes in and contributes right away with a nice clash on the flex offense, and the Devils go up by 3. Hahn out front, left side. Lost the dribble, he's got to get some help. Nemeth out deep. Richards holds the ball back to Hahn. Over here on the right, nice look inside. Loomis up and in. Nice execution that time. The Mill Rivermen come out of the 1-3-1 half-court trap. Catman, the top of the key, looking all alone inside. Stepanis fakes up and in. Kevin Stepanis, good look inside. And Coach Jay Wilson, it's a 6:34 mark here of the second quarter, takes the timeout. And we will take this 30-second timeout from Lake Region High School basketball, 34 mark of the second quarter. And the Poultney Blue Devils with a 3-point lead. Jay Wilson timeout there. The Devils have found 2 easy layups, 2 holes in that 1-3-1 half-court zone. And I'm sure an adjustment was made there. The Devils come out in their 1-3-1. Hahn reverses to Spacek, back to Hahn. He gives his dribble back to Spacek in the corner. Nemeth way outside the Hahn. Underneath, nice look for Richards. Shot up, no good. Puts it up again, no. Third time, up and in. Excellent effort by Richards for the Mill River Minutemen, and he draws the foul. Foul is going to be on. .32, Wally Ainsworth, his first, team second. Excellent effort that time by Richards. Went up 3 times, and on the last time with the left hand, he got it to drop. He got up the line, throws it up, no good. Rebound, Nemeth. Stolen away, Dana Michelle. Down the right side, Dana pulls up in the lane. Shot is blocked by Richards. And it's restolen by Stepanis and restolen by Loomis. And we have a travel call on the point guard, Hahn. Nemeth checks out, and Loomis is back in, and Wally Ainsworth will trigger it under the left side of the Poultney, who looks for Catman or Michelle that gets the stride is free here. Chapman at the head of the key, picks up the loose ball, still has got his dribble. Mill River in the 2-3 zone now. Change of defenses off the timeout. Ainsworth on the left side, dribbles, cross court. Michelle fakes, drives baseline. He's got it. Excellent, excellent drive by Dana Michelle. Picks up the hoop going to the hole and draws the foul on Peterson and his second foul. Nice baseline move that time by Dana Michelle against the zone. A difficult thing to do. He put the ball on the floor with a crossover dribble, came underneath the hoop and hit the layup, and now he's trying to complete the three-point play here. Got it. Now maybe they didn't count the hoop here. Evidently, they did not count the hoop. He gets the first. Isaac puts it up. He gets them both. Turnover. Hahn dribbles the ball off his foot, and Poultney's going to tee it up here. Chance to stretch this lead out now at the 5:39 mark of the first half. Ainsworth into the bonus. One bounce, strong to the middle, up and in. Kevin DeBonis with 6 points early here for the Blue Devils. See, we have Loomis Richards at the top of the key, and he's called for a travel. 22-17 with 5:26 left to go here in the first half. Ainsworth triggers it in. Catman walks it up. The Minutemen back in the man-to-man. Catman dribbling down the right side. Michelle clears out, comes around. The DeBonis screen. Dana out deep, 1-2 dribbles, gives it off to Barnett. Barnett looks for Catman, cutting into there to DeBonis. DeBonis looks back to Catman. He's going to take the three. Fakes, drives in the paint. Very aggressive, nice move to the hoop. Chris Catman and the Blue Devils with a 24-17 lead. Hahn in the left corner reverses back out to Loomis. Loomis to short thing and back out to Hahn. We're going to reset it again. Loomis on the right side. Looks for a cutter. Takes the three. No good. Rebound. Loose on the floor. Picked up by Dana Michelle. Michelle up quickly up the left to Catman. Catman the center of the floor. Ainsworth deep in the left corner. Looking. Here comes DeBonis through. DeBonis top of the key. Gives it off to Barnett. Barnett inside Ainsworth. Nice. Excellent. The Poultney Blue Devils running that offense to perfection here, and they jumped out to a 26-17 lead. Biggest lead of the ball game. Man-to-man doubles as Hahn walks the ball up right side, and it's off the foot of Chris Catman. Subs for the Poultney Blue Devils. Number 40, Jeff Hayes, and number 22, Adam Trudian. Barnett doing a good job. Sits down along with Dana Michelle. Shot up, no good. Rebound, and right away, Hayes makes his presence felt. Hayes dribbles it up the center of the floor, down the left side, gives it off to Chris Catman. Trudy, top of the key, looking, reverses to Ainsworth. The cutter's Catman, he isn't there. DeBonis reverses Catman. Catman looks, puts the ball on the floor, going to dribble out, set again. Trudy, top of the key, a lot of cutting. Ainsworth off a Catman screen. Looks inside for DeBonis, reverses it to Hayes, down low Trudy. Trudy dribbles into the key, gives it up to DeBonis, all alone for the foul line. Shot up, no good. And DeBonis is going to be over the back of Loomis in his attempt to get the rebound. That's Dan's second, so with 3:27 to go in the first half. Still not in a one-on-one situation, 26-17, Mill River. Hahn up the center of the floor. Picked up by Chris Catman. Brings it across the 10-second line. Looks to the left. Kicks it off to Spacek. Back to Hahn. Hahn reverses to Richard. Richard driving on DeBonis. Ooh. Kevin DeBonis picks up his third foul. Looks like he had good position. And very quickly back into the ball game for the Poultney Blue Devils comes Pat Barnett. And Poultney definitely operating at a height disadvantage here now. Ball is triggered in. Jumper by Spacek. Air ball. Barnett to Hayes. Hayes quickly up the center of the floor for the Devils. Poultney with a 26-17 lead. Loose ball. And we have a jump ball possession, Mill River. Loose ball in the paint. Excellent hustle by both clubs. We're going to, with the possession arrow pointing towards the Mill River basket, they'll kick it in. Loomis triggers into Richards. Richards to Spacek up the left side. Fakes. Jumps into Wally Ainsworth, and they're going to call it on Wally. Good move that time. Loomis or Spacek putting the ball up and at the same time jumping into his man to make sure that he would pick up the two-shot foul. Spacek checking in with 2 points thus far tonight. Back at the ball game for the Blue Devils. Dana Michelle checking out now also with 2 fouls. Wally Ainsworth. Nemus, 42, back at the ball game for the Minutemen, and Richards out. Richards gave Jay Wilson a good first half here, 6 points. Spacek steps to the line for 2. Eyes the basket. Good rotation, he's got it. 26-18. 1, 2, 3 dribbles. Puts it up again off the back of the rim. Rebound. Up and in. Peterson dashes in, and the Mill River Minutemen get 3 points off of that exchange. Hayes out front, having some trouble. Doubled up, and they lose the ball. Nemus with the point. Up the left side. Loomis holding. Back to Nemus. Nemus guarded closely by Chris Chapman. Nemus dribbles down left, kicks it off. Loomis looking. And we got to travel. Peterson, too many steps. Turnover at the 2:17 mark. 26-20. Poultney clinging to the lead with some foul trouble here. And with all the substitutions, a good move by Jay Wilson. Go out to trap. They trap again. Ball is loose, and it's stolen. Number 34, Loomis. Gives it up to Nemus. Nemus is holding out near the 10-second line. The Minutemen are going to set up. Here's Loomis. Looking for sure thing. Kicks it back out to Peterson. Peterson, sure thing. One dribble fake. Nice jumper, short. Rebound. On the floor and stolen by the Devils. Chris Chapman up to Hayes all the way. Shot no good. Barnett with the rebound, no. Ball still loose. Dana Michelle after it in. Big exchange that time for the Blue Devils with the smaller lineup, and they cash it in. 28-20, 126 going the first half. Nemus quickly up the floor. Ooh, gets away with a travel. Spacek holds the ball out on the right side. Looking. Still looking, starting into the drive down the paint. The ball is batted away. Let's see, by viewers obstructed, they're going to give the ball to Poultney. Nice defense that time by Jeff Hayes. Nemus will trigger it in here. It's a 109 mark. The Devils up by 8. Out deep Loomis. Back to Nemus. Nemus playing the point now, running the offense. 1-4 set. Picks it off to Peterson. Peterson looking. Gets it to Loomis. Loomis fakes. Drives on Hayes. Loose ball. Stolen. Turnover Mill River. Hayes quickly across the 10-second line. Chris Chapman on the right. Chris holds over his head. Gets it back to Trudy. Long shot. No good. Michelle all alone. Rebound blocked. And Hayes saves it in. Yes, Trudy with it. And the Blitz Devils will reset back out front. Trudy to Chapman. 34 seconds left to go here in the first half. Chris dribbles it back out near the 10-second line. He's going to set up. Double team by the Minutemen. Hayes through the trap to Trudy. Back to Chapman. I would assume Chapman or Michelle would take the shot here. 19 seconds left to go, and Chris Chapman is fouled. Trying to drive by Loomis. His first one. I don't believe we're in a one-on-one situation yet. We'll have to wait. No one-on-one. It'll be Poultney foul. The extended foul line with 17.6 seconds left to go. It's Trudy to see it in. Box court to Hayes. Hayes looks. Back to Chapman. Chapman drives in the lane. Back to Hayes. Hayes back to Chapman. 8 seconds. Let's go. It's good. A three-pointer. You couldn't draw it better on the board. 31-20 here. End of the first half. Loomis inside, he just hung in there, and on his third attempt put the ball in, but other than that, Poultney's pretty much dominated the board. And really, Joe, in the first half, you and I are accustomed to see the Devils really kick the ball out and go, and they really haven't done that. Really executed their half-court offense beautifully here in the first half, and like I said, Hayes, Trudy, and Barnett have come off the bench and really filled in for Dave Chapman here tonight. And this is just going to be a plus because it lets Dave know that he can go deep into his bench, and these kids will produce. Jay Wilson threw a really tenacious half-court trap at him, and 3 times in a row those young kids spotted the open man inside, and of course Dana Michelle benefited from it. So this, if they can play this way in the second half, this is going to be a real plus for the Devils.
Underway, again, 11-point lead for the Blue Devil. Ainsworth will bring it out on the near sideline, center court. Fast-paced game, too, Michael. Moved right along.
Yeah, very good. 5 turnovers for Poultney and 7 for Mill River in the first half.
Ainsworth has it left side. He'll work it underneath. There's Michelle. Michelle with it. DeBon is cutting through the lane. Up and good. There's that patience that you talked about.
Joe, he's a big key to this club. If they can get 8 points out of him a game and keep him out of foul trouble, Poultney is really going to be tough. He really wasn't a factor the other night in Fairhaven because of foul trouble.
Loomis the basketball for Mill River. They'll work it in underneath. The shot is up and good by Peterson. Peterson, the turnaround jumper from 13, makes it an 11-point game. Chapman for the Blue Devils to bring it down left side. Doubled. He gets it off to Michelle. They swing the pass to Ainsworth. Underneath again to Bonis. There's South is cutting off the good look to Michelle. Up and good.
Very unselfish basketball that time, Joe.
35-22. The Devils with the 13-point lead. Hahn with it out top behind the 3-point stripe. Hahn will work against Chapman. Left side, they'll swing it. It'll go to Loomis. Loomis stands. They swing it to Peterson. Hahn gets it back. There's Loomis again to Hahn. Thought about the tray. Pulls it out. Drives. Brings it back out top. Spacek gets it. Spacek will work against Michelle. Yeah, out top. Way out top is Loomis. He's almost near the center of the floor. Good defense by the Blue Devils.
Mill River doesn't seem to want to take the ball towards the hoop, Joe.
Now Loomis drives. Again, he's cut off. Right side, he kicks it out. Spacek gets it. Underneath the Peterson. Peterson over to Bonis. No good. To Bonis to clear. Here come the Devils. Chapman will bring it down this time right side. Chapman will stop. There's Michelle, 13 feet. He misses it. Rebound, Ainsworth. Ainsworth up. Good over Loomis. 37-22. 2 minutes deep, period number 3. Sure thing to basketball. Out top, it'll come to Loomis for 3. No, he shot it short. It'll come to rebound to Chapman. He's got Ainsworth. Chapman will go right to the hoop off the back of the rim. And then the loose ball out of bounds off of the Blue Devils.
Good effort by Wally Ainsworth right through the Poultney bench. Poultney's extended their lead, Joe. They're doing a good job defensively. Defense wins ball games, and they're doing a good job. They're not letting Mill River penetrate.
Almost a critical time down the floor for Mill River. They really need a bucket here. They trail by 15. Out top is Loomis. Loomis stands. They work it underneath the short thing. Partially blocked by Saltus, and then it went out of bounds. It'll be Mill River's ball.
Hahn hasn't scored tonight either, Joe, and he's according to Dave, got a hit for them to be effective.
Hahn will bring it in. The shot will go up and good by Loomis. Loomis makes it a 13-point ball game. Poultney with the lead in the ball as they'll bring it down. Chapman splits the defense, gives it to Michelle. He wants to drive, pulls it up. Trapped out top is stolen away by Spacek, and here comes Hahn.
First time those double teams have really worked effectively tonight.
Spacek to fake the shot. No, he'll give it off to Peterson. His shot on the way. Shot it long off the heel. Got it himself right back up and good.
Mill River doing a much better job now, Joe, on the boards. They're getting second and third shots.
The lead is 11 for the Blue Devils. Chapman looks to quicken the pace. Wide open is Michelle. What a recognition by Chapman. They get Michelle underneath. 39-26, 4:41 to go in the third period. Hahn with it. Hahn will drive, kick it up. Peterson out top, left side. Now Loomis the drives, got the lane, he missed the shot. Peterson got it back, up and good. A whistle, a player down. Chapman, I believe, went down hard.
Chapman, yeah.
39-26, the Blue Devils up by 15.
Let's hope, though, that he only got the win knocked out.
Again, the coach goes.
They let him rest for a minute, then get him back in. You don't want him to cool off. But boy, Hayes, I can't give that young man enough credit. He really did a nice job in the first half.
He's bringing the ball down this time for the Blue Devils. Michelle has it left side. There's Hayes again. Hayes doubled as they trap him. He gives it to Ainsworth. Ainsworth underneath the Debonis. He lost it out of bounds. 4:14 to go in the period, and Mill River looks to get it under 10. This time down the floor. On the basketball, he'll deliberately walk it down. Poultney drops back. They'll pick him up. Hayes now will allow the pass to go through. It goes to Loomis right side. Loomis stands and looks, puts the ball on the floor. Loomis out top. It'll come back to Hahn. Hahn took too many steps.
Again, Joe. We could sit here. Mill River's operating at the basket away from us, but they're going east and west, not north and south. They're not attacking. Everything is perimeter.
Under 4 minutes to go in the third period. It's still an 11-point lead. Out top is Michelle. Hayes gets it. There's Ainsworth right side behind the three-point stripe. Ainsworth doubled, finds Hayes left side. Hayes thought about the three. Gives it to Ainsworth. Wally will put the ball on the floor. Kick it back to Hayes. He will shoot the three. No good. South is strong for the rebound. No good. It'll come down to Hayes. Up and good. 41-28. Good board work by the Blue Devils.
Poultney's got excellent spacing, too, Joe, against this zone. The double team curves, and they're able to reverse it and hit the open man.
I'll give it to Spacek. Loomis gets it. Loomis will work against Ainsworth. There's Peterson right back. It'll go to Spacek underneath. Hahn gets it again. They swing it to Loomis from 18. Thinks about it. No. Gives it the short thing. Back to Loomis. Shot on the way. No. Cleared by Debonis. And here comes Michelle looking to run. Michelle will pull it out. They give it to Ainsworth left side. Underneath the Debonis. He looks for the cutter. It's Hayes. Hayes didn't have the shot. Sure thing cut him off nicely. Saltus comes over to help out. Almost picked off, and then it is stolen by Spacek. He'll lay it up and good. Again, they cut it to 11. Poultney with the lead in the ball. Hayes will have it knocked out of bounds. Poultney will bring it in on the far sidelines to work just shy of center court.
Riversville is not a club, I think, that's capable of scoring a lot of points in a short period of time either.
Richards back into the ballgame for Mill River. The inbound pass will come in to the Blue Devils. Poultney the basketball. They swing it to Ainsworth. He'll be guarded against Powell. Over to Salter. Salter shot blocked. Hayes got the rebound. It'll go to Debonis. Debonis back to Hayes from 13. No good. It rolled around, rolled out. Ainsworth got it. His shot. No. Peterson to clear. Here comes Hahn. Hahn's got Powell on the fly. Powell with it. Waits. Goes to the hoop. Off glass. No, but a whistle and a foul.
Well, I believe on Ainsworth that'll be his third with 1:55 left here in the third quarter.
I think Jay Wilson would want to cut it under 10 before the fourth period.
Powell making his first trip to the line tonight for a pair.
Now they shoot a couple now. He'll load the first one up. Offers it up. The shot is good. A lot of basketball in the area tonight, Mike.
Yeah, a doubleheader at Green Mountain College with the ladies and the men on the FM side.
Powell got them both, and it is a 9-point lead. They get it under the double digit. It'll be stolen away from Poultney by Mill River. Here comes Hahn. Hahn again's got Powell left side. Powell this time will wait. Underneath it'll come off. The shot is up and good by Richards, and Richards cuts it to 7.
Mill River making a run here.
Saltis the basketball. Saltis a nice look to Hayes. Hayes, the shot is up and good. So Hayes contributing for the Blue Devils makes it 43-34, a minute 22. It'll come down. The shot is blocked by Michelle. Michelle and Hayes. Back to Michelle. Up and good.
Tell that referee stand up again.
45-34.
Joe, Hayes has just done everything tonight. He's played defense. He's now hit 2 hoops. He's made the good pass. Boy, he has done just a super job here. Get a chance to play it. He's coming through.
On the basketball out top. Hayes will pick him up. Hahn will go right side. There's Richards standing, looking to give it underneath. Richards to drive. He lost it out of bounds. So
Mini run, and now it's back up to 11. Let's see if the Devils play for 1, Joe. Chris Catman on the sidelines listening up. I think he's okay.
Hayes goes to basketball. Nearly lost it. Now he'll throw it out of bounds.
It's amazing. When you want them to slow up, they can't. And when you don't want them to, they run the offense perfectly. Kids.
45-34. 43 seconds to go in the period. Right side is Spacek. Spacek looking, standing now, hands it to Richards. Left side, they swing it, they go underneath the Peterson, back out to Powell. There's Hahn. Hahn to drive, he's got the lane, wanted to give it back out to Peterson. With 26, Peterson will go, he got the shot off, but no, a whistle and a foul.
If that's on Ainsworth, that's his 4th.
Yeah.
I believe that's his 4th. This young man did a nice job too, Joe. Adam Drury.
I'll tell you, Hahn refuses to go to the hoop of that basketball. Ainsworth will take a seat with 24 seconds to go in the period. It'll come in out top is Spacek. There's Powell, loads up the three. In and out. A rebound loose. Saltis with it, and he's fouled. Richards commits the foul for Mill River. Saltis will come down here and we'll shoot.
Well, it should be 1-1. Nowhere near 1-1, Joe. It should be the Devils' ball out, yeah. Referee Stan Blicker makes the correction. Let's see if they hold for 1 this time.
17 seconds. It'll come from Hayes to 2. It'll go back to Michelle with 13. Michelle will put the ball on the floor. He'll swing it to Hayes with 9. There's Saltis back to Hayes with 6. Hayes to drive. He gives it to Michelle. 4 seconds. The shot is up. No. Rebound. Hayes at the buzzer. It'll count. Gets no better than that. That's twice they've done it out of 3 periods. With a score 47-34, the Blue Devils on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds from Lake Region High School back quarter.
And Poultney with that makeshift lineup.
8 minutes to go. We'll see if Mill River can make a run. It'll come in. The shot by Loomis up in no good. He trails it, but it'll come off to the Blue Devils. Now is Michelle. Michelle wants the lane. Pulls it back. There's Hayes left side behind the 3-point stripe. Working with Trudy and Barnett, Saltis and Michelle.
2-on-2 zone for Mill River now.
There's Saltis. Saltis wants to drive. He kicks it off. It's stolen by Short Thing. Hahn will come back to get it. Hahn will give it up. Left side, Loomis. Loomis will pull it out. There's Peterson from 12. Up and good.
Peterson's had a real strong second half here now. That's 14 points for him
47,
in the game.
36 to lead 11 for the Blue Devils. Hayes gets it. Hayes had it stolen away. Short Thing. Got Powell on the fly. He's got to be Hayes. He missed the layup. Barnett to clear. It'll come out to Trudy. Trudy the basketball to give it to Michelle. So the blown opportunity by Mill River. Hayes gets
in the 2-1-2 zone. That kind of surprises me.
There's Trudy. Trudy will give it to Saltis. Out is Hayes. Hayes to drive. Trudy gets it back. Trudy standing, shoots the 3. Shot it way short. It'll be pulled down by Saltis. Michelle gets it back. They'll reload. Hayes, the drive's got the lane to Saltis. Saltis, no, but a whistle and a foul. It's 34, Loomis.
His first goal. There's that old penetration again. Hayes, our man tonight, penetrating from the side of the lane. Mill River had to rotate, and there's the Saltis youngster getting a nice easy shot. Sabonis is checking in. Hayes checks out. Saltis was 2 for 2 tonight from the line, Joe.
Oh, 2 or 3. Yeah, in and out. Saltis could really come on this year. Second shot, he gets 1 and 2. It's a 12-point ball game.
Bill Rivers got to make a run here soon.
Hahn will bring it down center of the floor. He crosses. He goes right side. They look to go to Powell, but it's lost. Out of bounds. It'll go off of Poultney.
Well, Dave can hold on to this lead for another 2 minutes and then get Ainsworth back in the ball game and keep the Bonnets out there. They're going to be in pretty good shape.
6:32 to go in the game. Powell's right side. Powell the ball. He'll bring it out top. There's sure thing. Hahn again. Hahn will pull it up. Underneath is Peterson. Lays it up and good.
Nice execution that time, Joe.
48-38 the lead. 10. Michelle quickly down the floor. There's Trudy. Trudy doubled. He walked. No, he didn't. He whistled it.
Number 30, Joe, Spacek checks back in, and Powell is out.
Jay Wilson trade. They never panic. His pump stays in there, and they run their offense. They mix up the defenses, and they always seem to stay close. Again, Hahn will go left side. The pick set by Sure Thing. Hahn gives up the dribble out top is Loomis. Sure Thing right side. A whistle. Southis commits the foul.
That's his third, Joe. I don't believe we're anywhere close to 1-on-1 yet.
5:55 to go in the game.
Chris Chapman has gone downstairs, I believe. I don't know what's happened there.
Hahn's got to get it in. He gets it into Spacek. Stolen away Michelle. Oh, there's Barnett wide open. He'll lay it up and good.
Those dead ball turnovers kill you, especially when you're trying to get back in the ball game.
Hahn again will bring it down. Hahn right side. Spacek comes out to get it. This time Hahn gets it back. They swing it too. Loomis for 3. His shot way short. It'll be cleared by Trudy. Trudy will bring it down himself. Barnett with it. Stolen away by Loomis. He looks for Hahn. Here comes Mill River. They look to cut it to 10. Spacek from 17. Nope. DeBonis to clear, but it's picked off by Peterson. Right side is Spacek. Out top is Hahn. There's Loomis again. He loads the tray up and good.
This second of the game, Joe.
9-point lead by the Blue Devils. 3 minutes to go, or 5 minutes to go, rather, in the ball game. Here comes Barnett. Barnett's shot is up, rolls around, rolls off. DeBonis, the big boards, up and good.
Poultney has really come up with the key hoop tonight, Joe, every time they've needed it.
Loomis again shoots another 3. No good. Sure Thing got the rebound over to Peterson. No. Michelle will get it. This time the Blue Devils will bring it down. They lead by 11. And a whistle. Spacek commits the foul. He trips Michelle up in the backcourt.
Tried to get out of his way. Him up. Wally Ainsworth back in the ball game, Joe, and Barnett leaving. So with 4:36 to go, Dave is going to try to get through now these last 4.5 minutes. Wally Ainsworth playing with 4 personal fouls.
Ainsworth will trigger it in. He'll bring it in to Michelle. Michelle will walk it down. Michelle, center of the floor, looks to go back to Ainsworth. There's Wally. Wally will double put the ball on the floor, drives, kicks it out top. Michelle, he's got Barnett underneath. Elects to go back out top. Almost picked off. Southis with the loose ball. Southis double, kicked it to Michelle. Michelle to Barnett, lost it out of bounds.
Well, Chris has had his knee taped up, and looks like he's ready to go.
Spacek to basketball. Mill River looks to cut it to 9 with a hoop this time down the floor. There's Hahn, thought about the tray, gives it to Spacek. Underneath is Peterson. Peterson working against Southis, doubled. Hahn has to come back and get it. Hahn will swing it left side. It'll go to Powell. There's Peterson. Peterson to drive. Over to Bonus. The shot is up. No good. Loose ball. Still loose. Out of bounds off of the Blue Devils. Mill River will bring it in.
Peterson's a big boy. If he makes up his mind, decides to go to the hoop with it.
Hahn with the play as he calls it underneath. It'll come out to Spacek. Back to Hahn. Hahn wanted the three-pointer. They work it into Peterson. Blocked by...
Nice. Blocked by Salter.
It'll come to Michelle. Michelle left side. There's Ainsworth. Wally with the basketball. Hahn will pick him up. Wally will swing it to Barnett. Underneath is Southis. The shot is up and good. They extend the lead to 13 at the 3-minute mark. Peterson the basketball. Hahn gets it. Hahn swings it left side. Powell back to Hahn. Underneath now the three-point attempt by Loomis up no good. Chased by Michelle. He'll pull it down. Michelle will work against Spacek. Michelle brings the ball center of the floor. Ainsworth again left side. Back to Michelle. Michelle the drive. There's Barnett from 13 up no good. Loose ball. It'll be
foul on Barnett. His first. I still don't think we're in a 1-on-1. 2:49. That's another reason, Joe, why this has been a quick ball game. Very few foul shots taken. And evidently Capman's all right as he's checking back in for Barnett, who did a nice job going in. Can't stress how important the bench has been tonight for Dave Capman. And they have come through.
Hahn will bring it down for Mill River. 2:47 to go. Right side to go to Spacek. Hahn gets it back. They swing it to Powell. Picked off by Michelle. Michelle quickly down the floor. Pulls it up. Capman gets it. Capman stands and looks. Capman standing looking. It'll go back to Ainsworth. Ainsworth and Capman will play some catch. He's fouled by Powell. Capman is fouled.
His second. Poultney ball on the side. Number 25, Joe Coombs, making his first appearance of the night for the Minutemen. And number 32, Richards, checks out. 2:28 to go.
Ainsworth will bring it in. Capman gets it. Left side underneath is DeBonis. Ooh, good luck for Ainsworth, but it's knocked out of bounds by Powell. The inbound pass will come from Ainsworth to South. His shot is no. It'll be cleared by Shorting.
He was too open, Joe.
Here comes Hahn. Hahn down to Powell. Powell the drive, kicks it out. Shorting for three. It's on the way. Nope. Clear by
run out here.
Ainsworth and Capman. Ainsworth pulls it back out. Underneath is Capman. Capman's shot is up and good. Wally Ainsworth does so many good things, Mike, and that time he recognized what's wanting some clockwork for a shot.
And Jay Wilson is throwing in the towel as he's going to the bench.
Here comes Hahn. Hahn the basketball, the fake. His shot up, no good. It'll be cleared by Combs, up and good. Combs gets his first bucket of the evening. A minute 40 to go, the lead is 13 for the Blue Devils. Capman with it. Capman down the floor to DeBonis. DeBonis chase, hounded, lost it out of bounds.
Joe, I'm glad you're on the mic because number 54 is in for Poultney.
Stefan.
Buddha-botulism.
Yeah, Buddha-botulism.
Sounds like food poisoning, but that's not it.
Buddha-botulism. I can do that.
So you got botulism, Hayes, Michelle, Condon, and Ainsworth in the ballgame. The Devils playing a straight zone.
The three-point attempt by Mill River up and no good by La Victory. Ball goes out of bounds. Off of the Blue Devils, so a minute 18 to go. The 13-point lead for Poultney.
He's got a whole new club in there.
It'll come into Combs, and he's fouled by Condon.
Condon's first.
Still not in a penalty. It'll be Mill River's ball out.
Mill River's ball, another 1-on-1. Boy, this is unreal, Joe. With a minute 17 left to go, we have him in the 1-on-1 situation.
The inbounds pass will come in. It's thrown away by the Blue Devils. Here comes Michelle. Michelle shot. Oh, he missed it. Sure thing to clear. La Victory, the basketball center of the floor. La Victory stands and looks. He waits to be rejoined by his club. It'll come off to Combs, and he goes for the shot, but a whistle and a foul.
Condon with a couple of Jim Luskatoff fouls inside there. He's going to create some space to get the rebound. 25 Coombs who just hit from the floor going to the line for the first time tonight.
56-43. We're under a minute to go. Combs' first shot is up. No good. Combs will shoot the second. He gets 1 and 2. The lead is 12. 55 seconds to go. Here comes Hayes. Hayes will walk it up. Hayes center of the floor. Left side is Ainsworth. Ainsworth looks to go underneath. Stefan, I'll call him Michael. It's a lot easier. He'll come back out top to Ainsworth. There's Hayes. Hayes center of the floor. Hayes the drive, pulls it out. Mill River content to let it wind down 35 seconds. Kind in the shot, but he took one too many steps.
Poultney empties the bench. Michelle and Ainsworth check out, and Trudy and Barnett back.
Here comes Mill River with 26 seconds. They swing it right side. LaVictory wants the three, now gives it to Sure Thing. His shot is up, no good. Got it himself, back up off glass, up and good. 15 seconds to go in the ball game. It'll be walked up by Hayes with 12. He'll cross the center line with 10. Checks the clock with 8. Gives it up left side to Trudy with 5, and he's fouled by LaVictory with 3.
His first. I still don't think we're in the 1-on-1.
That might have did it.
No, with 2 seconds left in the ball game, and neither team got into a 1-on-1.
Trudy will bring it in. Out top is Hayes with 2 seconds. He'll shoot the three. It's over. 56-46, the win for the Blue Devils, moves them to 12-2 on the year. And we'll be back after the 60-second timeout to recap this one for Poultney on Lakes Region High School basketball.